What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ty with the GoPro strapped to my head, and this is the 2027 Chevrolet Equinox, and today we're going to be going for a test drive. This one just so happens to be an RS trim in sterling gray metallic. And before we hit the road, we're going to take just a few minutes to get a brief overview of the features and what this kind of Equinox is all about. Now, basically, it's a kind of like your mid-size compact vehicle. Goes up against the RAV4, the Nissan Rogue. Very, very competitive segment. And I've always been impressed by the way that these Equinox has driven, and we'll see if the 2027 carries that on. But for the RS, we get a fully gloss black grille with the red RS emblem. This also has the optional 20-inch wheels, so very nice looking big wheels for this car. Really kind of makes the appearance of it, and we're wrapped in 235/50 tires. We also have the panoramic sunroof. Those are the two only options on this vehicle, the 20-inch wheels and the sunroof. We've got glossy black going all the way around the side with the mirror caps, roof rails. And as we can see here, according to the window sticker, we have a $39,890 sticker price. Fuel cap is on the driver's side, and if we wrap around the back, we can see we have LED taillights, just like the LED headlights. We have a reverse camera, our rear parking sensors, and it's a good looking vehicle. The RS also gives you some more glossy black down at the bottom, and the RS also comes standard with a powered liftgate. Big opening back here for a pretty big cargo area too. I'd say this is, enough for at least, 3 of my Costco shopping bags. Very, very big Costco size shopping bags. Underneath, you also have some storage and a spare tire. We have illumination back here, and you can fold those seats down at a 60/40 split. Rear seats nice and roomy, and I have the vehicle running because God, it is humid today. RS also comes standard with this black and red accented Evotex interior, which is Evotex is kind of Chevrolet's synthetic leather. Looks very nice. It's all perforated, and you have this kind of red fabric accents and red stitching back here. If you want to see how much space there is back here for a guy my size, I'm 5'10". In our full features review video, which shows you everything to do about this Equinox, I get in the back, show you how much legroom there is, all the features all around the vehicle. You'll see a link to that video at the end of this one. On the driver's door, we have a couple more switchgear, mainly just window controls, mirror adjustments, and a trunk opener. What's nice on the Equinox is you can actually choose between going in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, of course, if you get the all-wheel drive model. We have the parking brake on the left of the dash, and very nice-looking driver and passenger seat up front. We got the RS branding. Again, more of that red accents, and the driver's seat is fully powered with two-way lumbar. So, let me adjust this steering wheel. We'll put a dealer plate on the back so we're legal, and we'll take it out for a drive. All right, so here we are driving the 2027 Equinox. Now, I've got a nice planned route for us. This is kind of like a very quiet industrial park back here, and this is where we're going to do our acceleration test. Now, we have a big, long corner coming up. So as soon as this corner is over, we're going to see how this accelerates. And just remember, we have that 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 4 with 175 horsepower and 203 pound-feet of torque. Everything's hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. We have all-wheel drive with us today. All right. Let's bring ourselves to a stop here and see how she gets on. So obviously 175 horsepower, in today's cars that have become very heavy is not a whole lot. Although I will say it's enough. It seems like the turbocharged engines really like the down low RPM. So if you just get in it and kind of just floor it, that's actually not the way you're going to get the most amount of power out of the engine. The engine really likes to be between, you know, let's say 2,000 and 4,000 RPM. So you're kind of better off giving this maybe 3/4 throttle rather than full throttle, I think. So post-acceleration test, we've got quite the hilly area here, and I'll kind of just test out this engine and really just see what that mid-range kind of power is like. And yeah, this engine definitely likes the lower RPMs rather than the high RPMs. So as we can see, we're climbing these pretty steep hills at, you know, anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 RPMs, which is great. It's just really funny how this car delivers power. It feels like it has next to no power up at, you know, 5,000 RPMs, and it feels like it has more power around 2,000 RPMs than at 5,000. It's just how a turbocharged engine works, and especially this one. But we do have some pretty large wheels, and this road is rather bumpy. Connecticut doesn't like to take care of their roads too much, but that is good in a sense of testing out the suspension. And I have to say, suspension in these new Equinoxes is actually very, very comfortable. I would say it's definitely more on the side of comfort rather than sportiness, but that's good. That's what you want in a daily driver car. So it really does soak up the bumps very nice, even though it has these large 20-inch wheels. We're also going to be getting it on a more of a main road towards the end of this driving test, and we'll test out kind of road noise and things like that. The seating position feels good and nice and comfortable. The wheel fits nice in your hands. Again, the seats themselves are pretty comfortable too. You have a two-way lumbar, you know, full powered. So far, the Equinox is just a pleasure to drive. Like I said before, you know, I've driven, you know, multiple Equinoxes of this generation, and you know, when they came out, the real big thing that I've noticed from the previous generation, actually there's two things. Comfort and road noise are much improved from the previous generation Equinox. And the other thing is, I personally think the previous generation Equinox did not have comfortable seats. These are a huge improvement. To me, the old Equinox had these kind of bolsters that were too, you know, tight on the seats. And the seat, you know, is kind of firm. This kind of loosens everything up. The material underneath the Evotech seating surfaces is nice and soft. You also have some loosened up bolsters, so you're not so hugged in the seat. And yeah, I would say the seat is much improved over the last generation. So here we're going to take a shortcut to our kind of main road. The steering feels nice and light, of course, and there are some driving modes too. We have normal, off-road, and snow and ice. There's really no sort of sport mode. And one change that is definitely welcome, you'll see it in our full features review. I did mention that when we opened up the hood and checked out the powertrain. This actually ditched the CVT transmission for the front-wheel drive Equinoxes. So before, as of, you know, 2026 and 2025, if you did a front-wheel drive only Equinox, you got a CVT or continuously variable transmission, which a lot of people, including myself, aren't too keen on. But now, regardless if you get front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, you get the 8-speed automatic as of 2027, which is great. So here we are at our kind of more main road. yeah, now that we're up at, you know, close to 50 miles an hour, not quite highway speeds, but close, it feels real good. You know, everything, the Equinox feels very planted. It feels like a heavy vehicle, which, you know, in a good way. There is really not much road noise. I would expect, you know, maybe a little bit more road noise in this particular one with the 20-inch wheels. But if you get one with maybe the 19 or the 18-inch wheels, the road noise is extremely, extremely quiet. So pretty impressive up at the higher speeds, you know, I would say. At least the higher speeds around town anyways. Yeah, that's a pretty big manhole cover, these two here, and soaks up the bumps just fine. I was kind of shocked. You know, the 20-inch wheels might have hindered the ride, but it really, really does feel good. It's just a nice, quiet, comfortable vehicle to drive, and it's reasonably priced too. Maybe not so much with the options this one has, but you know, if you get an LT that's more conservatively optioned, maybe not the leather seats, you know, all that stuff, maybe not the sunroof, it really, really becomes a compelling option. But that pretty much rounds out our test drive video. Again, you should be seeing that full features review video pop up in your corner there. Feel free to click on that to see all the features that this Equinox has to offer. Again, open up the hood, you know, see the trunk area, get into the rear seats, kind of detail all the technology, all the different screen settings you can see in here. That's what that full features video is all about. So again, click on that, like that, comment on it, subscribe to me, whatever you have to do to help me out. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time on Ty Drives.